Hey kids, welcome back to Hanging with Grandma Jane. I'm so excited. Today's book is called The Can-Do Thanksgiving. It's about some kids who go to a shelter and they serve Thanksgiving dinner to homeless people. Woo! And that is what Grandma Jane's going to do with her family. Yay! So I'm excited to read this book. Okay, make sure you guys subscribe because we only have 4 more books after this one. I'm so excited. Ready? Let's start. Oh, Grandma's got to get her magic glasses. All right. The Can-Do Thanksgiving. I'm excited. Here we go. Ready? Okay. Dee searched Buster's Market for just the right can. Corn? Suggested her mother. Little bitty itty white potatoes? She said. No, said Dee. She pushed her glasses higher on her nose. Peas, she finally announced. Please? Peas, please. I like that. That is cute. Dee proudly plunked her peas on the checkout counter. They're for my class's Thanksgiving can-do food drive, she told Priscilla, the cashier. We bring cans and stuff to school, and later they get delivered to people who need them. Somewhere. Then Dee gave Priscilla the 89 pennies which she'd saved by herself. Where will my peas go? Dee asked her mother as they crossed the street to school. To a hungry person for a nice meal, replied her mom. But where? Dee wanted to ask, but it was time to go inside. In her classroom, Dee placed her peas in a box at the front of the room. Hector plopped in a can of tuna, Keisha added fruit cocktail, and everybody brought something. It's almost time for the pickup, Mrs. Ortiz, Dee's teacher said. Dee's can was about to disappear forever. She ran to her desk and grabbed a yellow sticker. Dee's Peas, Oak Street School is what she wrote on the sticker. Then she taped the note onto the can and whispered a secret wish. I want to see where my peas go, she said. Hector heard her and he yelled, No way, pea brain. Oh, Hector. Hector shouldn't have said that, should he? No. That evening, Dee and her father made their famous veggie medley. But Dee still had peas on her mind. Where did my peas go, Dad? She asked her father. Maybe to a food pantry or a soup kitchen, he said. It'll be helpful, but they went somewhere. Hector was right. Dee would never know the fate of her peas, she thought. Aww. Isn't that nice that her and her dad are making a veggie medley? They look good, too. But a week later, Mrs. Ortiz had a surprise. A church downtown received our can-do cans, though it's a mystery how they knew where they came from. Dee looked at Hector and grinned. They knew. Mrs. Ortiz continued. Now they've invited us to help their volunteers serve and share a Thanksgiving meal at their soup kitchen on Thursday at noon. I will take anybody who would like to go. Hector gasped. Maybe Dee wasn't a pea brain after all. We knew that, didn't we, guys? Dee is not a pea brain. Nobody's a pea brain. That Thursday, a boy named Tyler walked into the soup kitchen behind his mother. He felt a little shy because he'd never been there before. But his mom wanted him to have a real Thanksgiving meal. Next year, we'll have Thanksgiving in a place of our own, she promised. I know, Tyler said, pushing his glasses higher up his nose. Just then a group of children rushed by. Tyler noticed a girl who wore glasses just like his. She might make a fun friend, he thought. Dee looked around. She saw tables being wiped, floors being swept, people rushing in from the cold. In the kitchen, Dee spotted crisp brown turkeys, a supersized kettle of soup, steaming stuffing, mashed potatoes, cranberry relish, and about 1,000,000 green beans. There was they were stacking rolls, someone was filling gravy boats, someone cutting pies into slices, but Dee didn't see a single solitary pea. How about that? "Welcome! We're so glad you're here," said a lady with a tray. "I need helpers and servers." Keisha and Hector were her first volunteers. "I need table setter-uppers," called a man. "Woo! And I need a napkin hander-outer," came a familiar voice. It was Priscilla from Buster's Market. She was a volunteer too. Yay! Dee walked through the dining room giving out napkins. The tables were now crowded, and she saw a boy who wore glasses just like hers. The boy smiled at Dee. It made her think, he'd be a fun friend, maybe. "Emergency!" The kitchen door blew open. Keisha ran out, waving her hands. "Hector knocked over all the vegetables," she yelled. "Kablooey!" Dee raced back to help. "The beans are history," cried Priscilla as she plucked one from Hector's ear. "Dee, get me more vegetables, fast!" And she pointed to the pantry. Dee's like, "Oh, wow!" So she flew to the pantry. Dee grabbed cans of carrots, beans, and zucchini. She brushed an entire row of canned corn into a basket. Then on the uppermost shelf, Dee saw a yellow sticker glimmering in the light. Her peas! Dee stretched and hopped and jumped. The peas were just too high. She was about to give up when the boy with glasses offered Dee a chair. "Hi, I'm Tyler," he said. "Thanks, Tyler. I'm Dee." And Dee climbed on the chair and grabbed the can of peas. Yay! Tyler tossed cans of tomatoes into the basket. Dee flung in more cans of peas. "Dee, hurry! Everyone's waiting," Priscilla called from the kitchen. "Tyler, where are you?" his mom called from the dining room. "Yikes! Gotta go!" exclaimed Dee and Tyler at the same time, and they ran off in opposite directions. Inside the kitchen, Priscilla looked worried. "What can we make with this mishmash of cans?" she thought. "Oh, I know," Dee said. "A veggie medley. My dad and I make it all the time." Priscilla then reached for an enormous big pot. Dee whispered something to Priscilla. It was one more secret wish. "Oh, definitely," said Priscilla, darting out the door. When she returned, Tyler was at her side, rolling up his sleeves. "Ready, set, cook," he said. Yay! Dee and Tyler took turns opening cans and pouring vegetables into the pot. When things got steamy, they took turns wiping fog from their glasses. Soon, only one can remained, and Dee poured her peas into the pot. "Just right," she said. "Look at all those vegetables, guys. That is cool. That looks beautiful. Seems easy to make. We'll all have to make the vegetable medley, won't we? We'll shock Mom and do that." A few minutes later, Dee and Tyler emerged from the kitchen with a brimming vegetable platter held high between them. Everyone burst into applause. "Hooray!" cheered Keisha. "Marvelous!" admired Mrs. Ortiz. "Chow time!" yelled Hector. Yay! Oh, everybody looks so happy. "Please wait, my friends," and the room grew quiet and still. An elderly man rose. "Let's first give thanks for the blessings of this day," he said. Some people bowed their heads, some closed their eyes, and some took the hand of their neighbor. Aww. Dee smiled at Tyler. He gave her a big thumbs up. Woo! And they both pushed their glasses higher on their noses. Now, can we dig in? Asked Hector. And everyone did. Yay! What a great, great story. Oh, and on the back of the book, there's the big pot of vegetable medley, steaming hot. That looks great. Oh, gosh, guys, that was such a great book and a great, great book for Thanksgiving. Everyone here was thankful for the vegetable medley. And I just wanted to ask you to subscribe because we have 4 more books to go. And they're great. I can't wait. Ooh, Thanksgiving's coming. Yay! Okay, guys, I want you to remember, Grandma Jane says, be good to one another.